Hi everyone, I am margourtarotreader and today we're doing a personal reading for a sign that represent Taurus and Pisces. Now, this is a personal reading, so I want to give you to my client. Thank you for coming to me and let I see what is it that I need to know when it comes to your energies and the people in question. Certain predictions can come during the time frame that I give you. Certain predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent. And others predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and the people in question have to take in this earthly world. Prior to the recording, I call into the universe with your personal information because my clients remain private at all times. Now, let's see. So I have been channeling your energy, of course, prior to the recording. And so I've noticed certain things within this, but I'm going to look in the spread and see if it varies or if it stays the same. Okay. I will say that in reference to what you want to do, it will depend on what I'm sensing here in the now, and if it is for your best interest. That will depend on you if you choose to at the end of the day, and if the energies are suiting for me, then I will let you know. Okay. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens for aligning us with this. Let us get started, angels of the heaven and earth. Thank you to the gods and to the heavens. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, you want justice. You want payback because you feel betrayed, you feel hurt, and you feel like you can't continue doing this. All right. So yes, we do see someone that is very much so involved in a relationship, not just you, but someone else in your partner's life. Someone that is very toxic, someone that likes to get their way no matter what cost. This person, this other female, might even be around or a bit younger than him or acts in that childish manner. I feel that this person has put you in a lot of stress through the years. I feel that in a lot of circumstances, when we put up with someone is because we feel that we are in love. And I'm not justifying it, and I'm not excusing it, and I'm not judging you either, because that's not what I do. But I will tell you that a lot of the times we confuse love for what love is and how love serves us. And I feel that a lot of this relationship with you and this person, it was more of a lust and sexual interaction between you two. When he met you, he was already with someone else, already seeing someone else. And so it fits in the same pattern of behavior for this person. If not one woman comes and put the foot down and straighten him out, then he will continue this path for as long as he is allowed to do it. Okay. Having said that, I will tell you that this person in his life does want a commitment with this person, with the Taurus. And I feel that you are frightened to be in a committed relationship. Once a person, if and when they ask you, marry me, then maybe you will want to consider that and ask, why do they want to marry you? Why do they want to be in your life? And what are they bringing to the plate? When we kind of stay in stagnation and said, maybe later, not now. Well, what you do with that is you give leeway to the person to do what they wish to do because they're not taken serious. And so therefore, you've been with this person for quite a while. So his behavior and pattern, it is his fault partially, and partially it is for the women in his life that allowed him to conduct himself in that manner. He has one persona, he has one attitude, one behavior, and so do you, the tough type. But when children are involved, I always ask the client, think more wisely, because when children are involved, not just your feelings are in the way, or the future, but also of the children's. Okay. Now, I will tell you this, that we do have some magic being done in this relationship. It may be acquired from the outside party and within the party itself. If you have dabbled into something on your own, what have you done? When was the last time you've done it? It could have reacted in a different manner. If you paid someone else, it's the same cost. With the other person, that we do see them saying, bitch, you think you know better. Well, guess what? I know more. Is the behavior that I'm sensing here. Now, let me just say, I apologize for the behavior of languages. I always do that. For you to come to me, you've seen my channel, you've seen my videos, and so therefore you know that when I'm in transcending, I am in the energy of the people that I'm sensing at the time. It is not it is not my behavior or language. Having said that, let's continue. I will tell you that if you have conflict with other females, you need to stop that behavior also. Now, do not, for the love of God, put yourself in any lower standards. I don't care where you come from, what backgrounds you have or not. You do not degrade yourself in front of anybody else. Okay? No man is worth fighting. If you want to lower yourself, do so for your own self and for your children. Then you can take you out of the game and battle. Okay. So straightforward, we do see that there is some type of magic being done here. We do see, and of course I like the fact that you were honest with something. Sometimes I will say this, when people are learning to do tarot reading and things like that, that's fine. But if you're not certain of something, go to someone that you know best or that you trust to do something for you best. And when you are trying to do any type of ritual for someone that you live with or that you are interested in, it is always best to go to someone else. And because your energies can influence in tremendous way on how you can achieve that success in manifesting. Okay. And also including in readings. Sometimes our energy can be overwhelming, over the edge, with anxiety and whatever may be going on in our lives. That will cause different actions, including to the predictions. So it is always best to go to someone else do the reading for you as well. Okay. Ever since I was a child, I've been in this, and I've seen where the most highest of women out there, elderly women that I've known, they would do their own readings and things like that. But they would always say it is always best to go to someone else because the energies flow differently and freely. Okay. So I'm glad that you came to me, because now we can get the clarity more straightforward and more honestly. And then we can see how to go about this. Okay. So in the energy of this person that you are asking about, the Taurus, we do see that he has struggled a lot financially, legally, and so forth. And he might even be doing things that are not suiting for him. We definitely see that. His behavior is not for a person to be as mature as he is or should be. Okay. I feel that if you are not being straightforward with this person, Taurus, I feel that this person will walk on you as he has. I also feel that in this relationship, you have had more bad than goods. You have stayed up late. You have questioned where he comes from, where he's been. You have caught him in different behaviors and so forth. It's not suiting you. Okay. And all alone, Yes, you've been wanting a relationship with this person. You knew this person was already a father. The behavior and the pattern that he had when you met him, it is the continued behavior and pattern that he has with you and will continue with you. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to see it in the other spread too. There is that pregnancy, but I feel that this person is not the only person that he has slept with. Okay? Now, there is also another child outside. I'm not sure if you know or you're not aware yet, but we do see that there is another child. Okay? It can also be that as we are in the energy phase right now, within the next 3 days, 3 weeks, up to 3 months, there comes another pregnancy. I don't feel that this person is honest with you by just seeing one person outside of you. Okay? He comes and goes, dabbles here and there. And you know what I sensed earlier? Well, we do have a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You did not give me the other person's name or sign, but so be it, doesn't matter. It is picked up here on the energy of what they're entwined. There's also a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising female as well. Okay. He will continue to beg. He will continue to say, I'm sorry, baby. I promise not to do it again. I'm going to dedicate time to you. Of all the women I've loved you more than all. And I see you blocking him. I'm blocking him coming back, making up passionate love and, you know, sex and all that stuff. It's an in and out situation between you and this person. Okay. And let me tell you this. If you plan to be with this person, then you might as well just get on the birth control pill because he has too many kids. And besides that point, I don't think that he can take care of all the children. Okay? No. And also, you have number of kids. What are you going to do if you keep having kids from someone that is not devoted to you? The love that he has is the love for himself. Okay? Now, I hate to say it. Okay, now I'm going to see the other spread. I feel that I have... Now, I will tell you this. When you want to break up, when you want something, it has to come within all the beings of your heart, body, soul, and mind. Whatever it is, okay, that you're trying to achieve, gain, whatever it may be. But I will tell you, there's someone else that does black work around you, or is it you? So, okay. I feel that you are going to try to cut ties with this person as you have in the past. And I also feel that you've dabbled into the dark side. If you have not, which is kind of odd, if you have not, you are going to try. Let me just say that if you do, you need to be very cautious because you will get into some things that you should not be playing with. You have some energy around you that is not soothing. If you've never had a cleansing, you need to get that done. And if you had it done, it's about time you do another one because that one did not suit you. Or you went and turned around and did something else. We do see that there is that person back and forth in the energy of the Taurus. I feel that throughout the relationship that you've been with this person there was always someone with this person. There was never just you and you alone. And I hate to say that. And I also feel that because you are blinded by what he offers you, which is not much, you feel that it is not his fault when he sleeps with other women, that it is the other women's fault. Now, this is a scenario where you're not seeing the reality of things. And I hate to be rushed. I hate to be rash or rational here. But when you pick excuses for his behavior and you are not putting the fault at him, then you literally taking him away from all the bad behavior and putting him in a pedestal and innocent, victimized by other women. It is not the other women's fault. It is his fault for going out there because he knows he has a woman with children at home. If he doesn't live with you, if he's always in and out, then he feels that he has the best of both worlds. If he commits with you now, it will not last. If you say, I'm going to tie the knots then with him so he can change, it will not last because it will not change. He will not change. He needs to first change and then you can tie the knots. If he shows no difference of his behavior, then he will continue his behavior with you. Okay? I feel that you should have broken up with this person about a year ago. And you kept holding on because you cannot stand losing unless you choose to throw that person out of your life. More of a naive or childish behavior is what I'm sensing here. It is what it is. That's the energy that I sense from both ends, yours and his. It is what it is. You may not like it, but that's what I'm sensing. There will be a change in your relationship, in your way of living, in your way of being, if you choose to. And if and when you decide that change, you have to decide for what reasons you will do those changes. If this person comes and moves in with you, there's going to be a lot of jealousy, a lot of accusations, and I feel that he is not ready to be tied down. Is this a mutual situation that you've also cheated on him before? Because I'm seeing certain factors there. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe. Now, let's see. We do see an ending coming. I'm telling you that now. That ending will depend on how you choose that ending. With the eclipses that are coming in this year, there's going to be a drastic change in your way of being or in the life that you have right now with this person. Okay. I want to say something. Thank you. He's not giving you the love that you deserve. He's not giving you the commitment that you deserve. And I have to say that he just keeps you at bay for his own pleasing. Okay? And you keep holding, waiting, and being so happy when he comes around. I feel like you get so excited that you run to him and you wrap yourself around him and say, hi, baby, you made it. You're back home. I feel that it's just... it's going to take a while for this person to change his behavior, I have to say. Now, in order for you to do the kai tidings or any cutting that you want to do with this person, it has to come within yourself first. First, you have to work on saying no, on being strong and saying no. I am not having any more of this behavior. I am not waiting for you to come around as you choose. I am tired of being second best. I am tired of being mistreated. But what hurts the most is that you cannot be honest and cannot be truthful because you cannot commit to a relationship or to one person. You have children all over town spreading the weeds like anything, but you cannot commit for the sake of your children. Maybe you should choose for the sake of the children what home do you want, and stick in it for a while and stop putting your dick in every hole that you see. And I hate to say it, maybe it's your way of being with him, but that's what I heard. It is what it is. Okay, I say it like I see it, like they're telling me. So I feel angry, I feel frustrated, I feel pissed off, all kinds of way. We do see a little girl coming. Okay, whoever is pregnant, whoever will be pregnant, I see a little girl. Possibly he's also attached to a little girl somewhere, whether it's yours or somewhere else. There's something else he's not telling you as well. Okay, you might find out that it's one, but maybe there's at least two more. Okay, he likes to talk. He likes to sweet talk. He likes to what did I heard? I heard he likes to talk sweet talk. Crap, I can't get the phrase, but that's what I heard. He likes to put the game. I'm not sure if that's what he calls it. He likes to put the game on women. Okay, and whoever gives in, it's in. Maybe he thinks he's a good looker, that he's, you know, that he's a Don Juan. He's going to keep you in inadequate balance. He's going to keep you holding. He's going to come back to you. He's going to argue with you. You're going to argue with him. I feel like you're punching him, like you're throwing things. I feel like it's a back and forth situation between you two. Sometimes, I'm not sure if it's you or him that starts fisting, fighting, edging, as an excuse to leave, you know. When he feels cluster, when he feels like he can't breathe, when he feels, and when he feels like that is because he feels the reality of where he's at. Like he comes to your home, sits there, drinks, sleeps, wakes up, he sees all the children. That's it. That's enough for one day of being a dad, being a family man. He has to skip out and go to the next in the same way, and then come back, and then go, and then come back. And then he has to feel free where he can just go in and out of his own ways with other people. Okay. And I feel that it's almost like you call him with certain energies, and then he gets called out with other energies, with other entities elsewhere as well. It's not only just his actions, but also elsewhere being done. But a lot of his actions are causing him for negative energy to come in and entwine with his, because of his behavior. So sometimes when bad things come in is because we have that energy within ourselves to interact. Okay. I know that you get tired, overwhelmed with the situation sometimes. And I know that you block him and unblock him. And it's just back and forth situation between this person. You will discover other things. If you have to go through your partner's phone, there is no trust. If you have to cuss each other out, the relationship will never survive as it should, because you already lost respect for each other. It is what it is. And for a man to stay in a relationship, he has to feel like he's the provider. He has to feel like he is the only person in that home, and he has to feel respected like the king. Yet when they're doing all that they're doing, so eventually what will happen is that he will find someone that fits that criteria. But if he hasn't shifted or changed of any sort of way, he will lose that person because of his actions. If you are ready to commit, then you need to speak your truth. Okay? Maybe you are, but but because of his ways, you're saying, no, I'm not ready. I just don't choose to. But deep down you are. You want to, but you're afraid. He cares for you, but he's not in love with you. I'm sorry to say that. He is just taking the role as it comes and as it's being accepted. He cares for you. He tells you, I love you, baby. I've only loved you. I haven't loved anybody else. Like da da da. But it is not love for itself that he has for you. And eventually he'll step out again and leave you waiting for him to come back, at least for the sake of the children. And you hoping that he'll come back and stop his behavior. He'll come and offer you a little pity speech, maybe a gift here and there. I feel that that's the behavior that he has had all this time. Now, I don't know what he does for a living, but I do feel that he is in danger of what he does. Also, there is endangerment from your actions and somebody else's action to where they say, if you're with me, or you die. So we do see his life including in some kind of danger and risk. In both ends, absolutely. We do see here. Yes. You know how I tell my clients, when my clients come to me, if they've come because your guides are sending you for the right reason at the right time, okay? So I feel that there's something out of place, very, very heavy around you and around your partner. Yes, it is through other people, but it is mainly within the energy that you and this person have built and whatever has been locked in here before you came to me. My feeling to this is, from what I'm sensing, is there's a drastic change coming into both of your lives, and I do not feel that it is a change of peace. I do not feel that it is a change of... I'm going to put it this way. When I tell my clients, please do understand that even every experience that we have here in this earthly world are for our best interest, even and including the bad experiences and memories. And so it is part of our lessons. It is part of our karma. And how we receive them is how we grow spiritually. Okay? What our body experiences is part of our karma. What our spirit experiences through our physical bondage and cycles in this earthly world, it's part of our karma, part of our life's journey. But how we choose to render those is how we're going to succeed and close those karmas here in the now. And so for the next cycles of other lives that we have, we do not, if we render them here now, in the now, peacefully, then we don't have to relive those again. And And so we should always try to be mindful of how we act, what we do, what we are being taught, and what we are being received, because that's how we will just gradually disclose everything and then move to a higher being in our spiritual light for our other lives to have. In this earthly world that we are experiencing now, we are partially due to karmas from other lives that we're dealing with now. And this is one of those that you're going through. It's a very hectic karmic relationship that you have with this person. You might have called it soulmates. I don't see it at that. It is what it is. I don't see it at that. It is a passionate karmic relationship that, including, is still a soul connection, a soulmate connection, but you should not take that to the whole grain. You know what I mean? Because then you devote yourself just with those words and not realize that that is one thing, one sign, but the actual of our lives, how we conduct ourselves, is what defines us at the end of the day. And just because someone comes in as a soulmate, karmic, whatever type you want to call it, it does not mean that they stay. It does not mean that they go. It does not mean anything unless you want it to be. But if you want it to be, what do you want it to be? How are you going to maintain it or disclose or close the chapters? Including soulmates that come into our lives here in the now can also come for seconds, including 5 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever it may be. I heard right now a shot and my chest is pounding. So I do have to say that someone, I just can't say it. I heard someone being shot. Okay? It could be in the chest or in the stomach, somewhere within that portion. It is what it is. I will leave it at that. With that, I feel that it is very straining to be in your reading. If you go to someone, and if you've been going to someone else, I feel that you have. Not just on you, but I feel that you have. And whatever it is why you're here. Okay? So, I have to say that your guides send you to the right place. But I also have to say that your guides send you because they want you to not confuse what you're sensing or feeling to what you must and have to do for yourself. Okay? There's, I'm not sure what you have at home, but anyways, there's a negative energy where you live. You probably have sensed it before, I feel. There's something that you have to change for yourself, Pisces. First of all, stop taking bullshit. That's what they said. Maybe you've said that to yourself. Maybe someone told you that too. Who you're trusting. Okay. Now let me see something. To do a cutting, a cutting of ties, it is capable of. But in this moment, I will tell you this: in order for you to do the cuttings, you're gonna have to do it first. No, not in spell works. You're gonna have to work within yourself to say, I'm done. Okay? Before you come to me again, if you want to do the cutting with this person, you must do certain things prior to me saying yes. I'm gonna tell you what in a minute. Okay, give me a second. I want to see something. You're his #1 girl. That's what I hear. Okay? You're his #1 girl. He can have whoever, but you're his #1 girl. We do see that there is a pregnancy around the corner from yours or his, or both ends. Yep. We do see at least 2 other females in his life that are very prominent besides you. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. He's in and out of your life, I can see that. Be careful with the opportunities that you have of dating anybody else. Okay? Maybe they are married or have other people involved in their lives as well. Love is not very kind to you right now. I feel that people, they find you attractive, sexual, but once they're in your energy, it feels blocking to me. Okay? There is another person around you who is older than you, I feel, who is interested in you. I'm not sure if you've been in and out with this person from the past, or someone that you go to every now and then. Okay? So, but I do see the distance between you and the Taurus. And I do feel that he, it's a little close to another female more than you. Okay? He talks to this person quite often, including visit their homes or stay in their home quite a bit, and then back and forth with you. I feel that his parents have told this Taurus, you need to get your shit together. You need to get your act together. It's enough of going around and not being a man. What you do is not being responsible. What you do is not being a man. So it could be the father figure that tells him these things, or someone in that maturity. So there's going to be a conflict with his siblings because of his behavior and actions. Because of those things, it might come to his home front of his parents or someone that he lives with and be confrontal with them. And so therefore there's a conflict in that situation in his home life as well. I do feel that this person is tormented with himself. I do feel that this Taurus is conflicted with what actions to take and who to, how do I say it, align himself with. Okay? He gets excited when someone tells him, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, he feels like the first time that he's heard the news of being pregnant, after, even though he has quite a few. But he gets excited and he gets attached to this person for a little bit there when they're pregnant. Okay? And then after that, he goes and looks for somebody else. We do see that on his side is very tormented in all kinds of level, with the money, with the friends, with all kinds of situation. And we do see problems coming ahead with him. Maybe being in the wrong crowd can be. I do feel that you are going to have a sit down with this person, and you are going to either speak your truth or speak finally what you want. If you haven't had the courage or the way of saying it, you need to say it now. Let me see. We are in, okay, February now. I will say get your thoughts together right now for these few days. And then after the first or at the end of the first week of February is when you need to put your foot down and have a serious conversation with this person. But when you do, you must do it where he is not high, when he is not drunk, when he is sitting down talking to his children, and do not give him the cookies within that time frame. You understand? And just, if you have to write it down, write it down. But you need to let him know and say, this is what I desire. This is what I deserve. And I need to know if you can stick to these needs that I have for myself and for your children. And I need to know if you're committed to me and will you stick to me in those manners. Are you going to marry me? Are you going to live with me? Are you going to support me? Are you going to give me money? If you're not going to be with me, I need to know how much you're going to give me in child support for your children. How much is it? And if it's less than what he makes, if he works, then you need to go put child support. Every absent parent tries to undermine the other parent that keeps the children, so they will not pay as much of spousal support or child support. So keep that in mind. Do not be a fool. Remember, every penny that he's not giving you goes to other women, not the other children, vice versa. Okay. You need to be smart for the sake of the children, I have to say. Sometimes we have to be hard with our hearts for the men to see what it is we're seeking out of our lives. If he's been childish, immature most of his life, which he has been, then he will continue to do so. And he expects the other women to be in the same as the other women were in the past. So he probably does not respect his mother in the way that he should, because he doesn't respect the women that he has in his life. He uses them, leaves them, come back when he needs something from them. Sex, money, place to sleep, whatever. It is what it is. Those are the energies that I got for you. And I apologize for any language or any disposition that I gave you here today. But it is what your entities are letting me know. Now, I will say this. If you're going to do any cutting, it's going to have to start from you. Okay? You are going to have to say, I do not wish to be in this relationship anymore. I deserve more because I love me first. You have to love yourself first, no matter what. Because if you're not loving yourself, you're getting what you're getting at this time. That is one of the reasons. So you have to say, I do not want this any longer. You can say it and it's going to feel a little shocking. And it's going to take you days and weeks. Okay? Maybe even less, maybe even more. It depends. But because you've been, how do I say it? At a distance more with this person than what you're supposed to be in a relationship, then believe it or not, it might even be more gradual to you. Okay? It will not be as damaging to you. But when you decide to let go of this person, you also have to do other things for yourself. Adjust and change your way of living. Maybe the contacts, maybe where he hangs out, stop that. Maybe, avoid any place where he can contact you, or vice versa, friends, or, Because in order to get over someone, you have to stop seeing the person. You have to stop going through their media, through their any ways of channels. And somebody else comes and tells you something of that person, you have to say, please, I do not want to hear anything of that person. I am no longer with that person, so I choose to move forward. I don't want to hear nothing good or bad. Simple. The fact that you have children makes it more complicated, but you also have to be mature about that situation. When a man comes around, the excuse is the children, but in all reality, it is to have sex with you. If you feel he has been having sex with other women and uses them for sex, then guess what? He's doing the same thing with you. So he is disrespecting you double the coins than what he's doing with other women. So you need to stop giving the goods, period. If he comes, because the minute you say no, he'll use the excuses of the children. I need to see my child. I miss my child. You're taking the kids away from me. They're going to come up and give you all kinds of speech. Okay, come and see your child. Come and pick up your child. You know what I mean? But keep it civil, because the minute he comes into your home, he's going to want to play that ear of yours. You're looking fine, baby. You're looking sexy, baby. And boom, 3-5 minutes later, you're in bed. Probably already happened a number of times with you. But I'm just telling you, you have to cut it there and then. Start with those little things. If you keep that theme up for at least straightforward 3 months, you're going to be surprised that you yourself have the courage to say no and to move forward. You say, I can do it. I've done it before. Exactly. You've done it before, but you have not stick to it. That's the difference. That's the difference. So we'll leave it at that. Of course, if you wish to, then we'll be in touch. But other than that, I wish you the very best. You also have to, whether or not you stay with this person, within you yourself, you have to do some type of changing of energy. Within you yourself, it's time that you recycle the old and start with the new. Okay? You need to, I'm not sure, you probably have to maybe even move, maybe relocate or something to that effect. You have to, or thorough cleaning in your home. It's also one of the things that I heard. You have to do thorough cleaning in your home. I'm not sure what they're telling me that. And just pay more attention to you and to your children. Focus more on you and your children, so your energy can generate and shift into a better enlightenment, or a bit more positive than what it is now. Okay. You're too depending on the effect or the affection that someone gives you, which it could be the Taurus. And so they're saying you need to be more appreciative of what you can give yourself first. So a validation is important to you, I feel. So the validation that you need for yourself is your own affirmations, and stick to that for yourself. Okay. Start small. Maybe every morning say thank you for any little thing that you have. Okay. And start there. And also, when you do say that, say thank you for giving me the courage to stop this, to end this, to begin this, whatever it may be. Okay. And then that energy will overflow you and go through your space. Okay. To help you manifest certain little things that you might desire at this time. For now, I would say that the cutting, it can be done, but I also need that work within you. So you have to work within you for a couple of weeks, and then we can come around and touch bases. If any of these things have taken place, or any of these things take place within now and weeks and days, whatever may be the time, then come back again and get a reading. If there's anything else that you need, then come back and get the reading. But I will say that for now, you need to go within yourself and just maybe sometimes, you know, we don't want to hear what we already know, or we're too stubborn to say, I know this, but, and then we put excuses. Sometimes, in other words, you know, like parents come and tell you, I told you this was no good. I told you that was not. So we intend to stick to that situation or person because we don't want to hear that the person is right. You know, the more we tell someone something is negative, the more we stick to it. It's just the gravity of life, right? But in reality, I think that what you need to do is say, okay, you know what? I've been told this before, or I know this already, and maybe, just maybe, it's time that I open my eyes and say, I'm worth more. I am worth more. Okay. I know that you like to do whatever it is that you're doing now, as you mentioned, but I feel that you need to put a pause on certain things that you have done that have also collected negative energies on your home, your space, and yourself and your loved ones. Sometimes that itself can damage our love relationship, our space, our way of being. We might think sometimes that we are the best of everything, or best pal, or best, you know, good looking, whatever it may be. But our energy is so negative that anything that comes does not stay for those reasons. So also look into that. Okay. So those are the messages from your guides today. And we're going to leave it at that. As always, I wish you the very best. Love and light to you and to yours. Thank you.